completely remake an army with the amount of gateways he has. Thermal Lance is on the way. This poor block of gateways, though, only supported by one pylon, and that's something, as a somewhat Zerg player, I cannot fathom. It's like having your tech buildings only supported by a creep spawning overlord. It makes no sense. You definitely want something permanent there, so that if it gets sniped, you don't lose your tech. Especially with unit-producing structures, that would just be bad. But we do have a bunch of Phoenix out, with more on the way from all three of the Stargates, so amassing quite the Phoenix army. We do have a mothership on the way at his main, and look at that. It's not even getting chrono boosted, and if you notice, it's a different animation than from just making probes, as we don't have any more probes in production for Outer. But the mothership is nearly here, and that is just enough to make me laugh and cry at the same time. This probe going to be scouting out any of his opponent's bases, but looks like he has contained himself to 3. And if we look, Outer does have 222 all upgraded, while Thallis has 201. I guess that's the advantage of having 4 forges. You can continue to pump out any of the 3 upgrades that you have. But we do have more Colossi on the way, only 1 out so far. 3 Immortals on the field as well, and looks like he likes this wall of pylons, maybe to funnel, and this is cute, Outer taking an expansion away from the expansion he could take, which kind of makes it a little bit harder to defend. But the mothership is here, no observer for his opponent, but he does have a fair amount of anti-air with all these stalkers. We do have, was that 31, no, 25, right, because it's 8, yeah, 25 stalkers will be able to deal with the mothership unless there is a void going down, which will spell doom. But we do have a fleet of Phoenix as well, which will be able to lift off a bunch of the units for. And look, proxy pylons going to be dotting the landscape for Outer, as he wants to be able to reinforce quickly and deal with these Colossi. Unfortunately, if the units for Outer are protected by the mothership, the Colossus will not be able to do anything, and the Phoenix will be able to slowly pound away at them. But more upgrades for all the players. Looks like Outer forgot to upgrade shields level 3. He is researching from this forge and this forge. These two, not so much. And I keep going back to that because I do know Outer, so I'm going to be continually razzing him about that. But nice placement for the Colossi. Up on the ridge, if there are any aggression without any air units, they would be able to, do some real huge damage. Looks like Outer gonna know something's coming as his sacrificial zealot tells the tale. Could stand to get additional reinforcements as he is at 190, and look at this, able to spam so many photon cannons. His income is so very, very high. Sees the mothership, decides not to engage, and in production we should see an observer. In fact, we do. Might it be chrono boosted? Yes, it is. And now Outer taking that cue to move forward. His mothership, of course, lagging behind because she is so slow, woefully slow. And though a Phoenix will not do a lot of damage to a Colossus, why not try? Both players are maxed at this point. No, Outer is not maxed. It looks like he is waiting, because why not? And it looks like he's going to start to engage. Again, those Colossi on the ridge, not able to be seen quite yet by Thallis, or by Outer rather. And we have a big confrontation here. These charges going down. Now a void, taking out most of the stalkers, and now the Phoenix go to work, but Thallis smartly moving into the void, so all his units at once will pop out and will be able to do some damage. And now, I'm not sure that the observer is anywhere useful. Now it gets over there to detect. The mothership did go down to that combined assault from the stalkers, and it looks like Thallis will come out on top of this. Right now, only thing in production is shields level 3. But the mortal, wow, is taking out 8 units. That's incredible. Phoenix will go down. More charge lots coming in, and the Phoenix going to try and do its best to snipe this Colossus, as that is a big part of why Thallis came out with the victory. But now we need more warp gates for Outer, as he is sitting at 116 supply. His opponent is at 90. Wow. So a lot of minerals for both players. Outer keeping it fairly low, as he is just getting gas off of his one expansion. Actually, his gas is higher than his minerals. And these Phoenix continuing to take down the Stalkers. Chargelots, running their way in there. Blink going down to try to get away from the Chargelots, but we see that they just run in and continue to do a lot of damage to these Stalkers. This lone Chargelot is going to go down. These Phoenix might get sniped as well. One going down already, two going down, and this third one getting a little bit of shield damage, but look at all these Chargelots. That's just mean and wrong. But Thallis, now behind in the upgrade wars as he started them, has only level 2 or level 1 armor, level 3 attack, and no shields, no additional shields. But Thallis, looking like he's going to blink across to the gold. He does. Gets his Stalkers in a good position, taking out pylons to take out the production facilities of his opponent. Unfortunately, these high temps do not have Storm, and they do not, unfortunately, have the Kadarin Amulet, which allows them to storm once right when they are warped in. But now Thallis, realizing he's behind in a base, might start going with his fourth, as his gold, his expansion is almost done. And look at this, a tech switch to Void Rays, a hard tech switch I might add. These Chargelots being left, and these remaining Stalkers reporting what they saw. Two Colossus still on the way, unfortunately for Thallis, as Chargelots they're not even that good against Colossus, as they do take a lot of the area of effect damage, but the speed at which they can catch up to the Colossus, or that, oh, look at this, Outer gonna see Thallis's expansion, as is Thallis Outer's expansion, and Thallis says, good game so far. I don't know what that's about. If it's a good game so far, hopefully it's a good game right now. I'm not sure if that is going to change in the next couple minutes, but right now, Thallis continuing to make all these Stalkers. Maybe he did see all the Void Rays that Outer's making. I'd like to see Void Ray speed, as well as... where's his Cyber Core? He's not upgrading air weapons, unfortunately. But now, a big push to kill the expansion of Thallis, and these Stalkers are going to retreat from the Mass Immortals, and not going to see these... dastardly Void Rays. But a lot of Chargelots being warped in as a response, and this one lone high temp now does have enough for 2 storms. And look at this, the Void Rays coming in the back. These observers are going to fist bump each other, and the gold is mined out for Thallis. His expansion is getting close. His main is mined out, as is his gas. So right now, this is the defining moment. Not sure why he's taking the chance to reveal these Void Rays in such a bad spot. But it looks like he is, and Thallis going to be moving in with a bunch of units, and Outer will dent the shields of the Colossus and retreat with the Void Rays. But we do have a ton of units. It looks like they're going to be retreating from this expansion. Maybe because he just remembered he can transfer units right along here. And unfortunately, they might... Blink will go down, hopefully. Blink will go down. Come on, Thallis. You know you want to blink into all those probes. You don't want to let them get away. But a huge army now for Outer. And the Void Rays have returned, taking out 10 supply, and actually putting him under the 200 cap. The Stalker is going to be doing some damage, but right now... Void Rays are just going to continually rock it. Now, oh my goodness, this is a long game, but now we're finally seeing some action as Outer's expansion way across the map is going to go down. Meanwhile, the Void Rays are going to be wreaking havoc on the last mining base of Thallis. And that will stop him in his tracks. He does have a ton of minerals here, and these poor Stalkers are going to just completely get annihilated by fully charged Void Rays very quickly. One Void Ray. Let's see another. Look at that. Now Thallis in the last-ditch effort looks like he's going to go ahead and try and kill Outer. He does have 4 Colossi and 2 more moving out across the map with his ball of Stalkers, a few Sentries, and a couple Chargelets. If these Colossi get in range, though, they could do some damage to Outer before he's able to respond. It looks like he's just going to go expansion hunting, as Outer does have the bulk, if not all, of his... Ooh, using the glyphs. Very smart by Thallis, as there are no air units in range, but it looks like Outer doesn't care. He's just going to continually take down all the pylons in his opponent's base, maybe even just sacrifice this. The Colossus aren't doing anything up here, and it looks like Outer is contemplating what to do. The Colossus now going to kill all the probes, retreating to the other expansion that has started mining. Still a lot of money and a lot of gas. These Void Rays, unfortunately, nearly losing their charge. One did, but continually supply blocking his opponent. All Nexi are gone when this goes down, of course. The last remaining base for Outer, of course, also going down to all the forces of Thallis. It looks like Outer's just going to hold up, continually build pylons, warp in more units, a lot of sentries and high temps, just to burn off the excess gas that he does have. And it looks like we're just going to see that Outer is going to just annihilate the base while Thallis is out trying his best to kill the remainder of Outer's base, but it looks like he is going to be revealed for what he is, and that is nearly on his last leg. And now we do have the Archons, the Chargelots, and the Immortals engaging. These Colossi are going to be doing a lot of damage, as the Concave hasn't really helped him. The high temps do go down. That's bad for Outer. Does move in range of the Photon Cannons. A blink back stops a lot of damage to the Stalkers, but leaves the Colossi exposed. They will go down quickly to the Void Rays that have come up from the base of Thallis. Now with the Void Rays on there, the Stalkers might want to be a little bit more careful. Looks like a blink down, and Thallis just calls it. He doesn't have any mining bases, and that is it. So, a 37-minute game. Wow. Finally culminating in just Void Ray, like, what, 6 Void Rays killing everything? And another mothership in production for Outer. I'm not sure which one he was making. Oh, it was right here. But yeah, only a few Void Rays really made the difference. And that is the power of them. He does have another group here, but that's incredible. He had 10 on the field, and that's all it took to level a base while half the army was away. So that'll do it for Game 1 of the Thallis Outer bout in the round of 16. Join me for the next one, coming up right now.